intense practice today?
Yeah, it was pretty intense, but
When we saw Coach Pry talking, just kind of making sure that he loves the competition, but making sure that everybody stays smart. Um, what do you kind of just make of that message?
um, I'm gonna say like the competition in between offense and the defense is outstanding, but it just comes to a point of accountability and things like that. So it's just looking for us to be more accountable as we're getting competitive and arguing with each other.
You like to see that fire out of the offensive line, but just keep it a little tapered down a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I love to see them all excited and hyped up because I just know that means I'm gonna get a good push. But it gets to a certain extent because on offense we gotta have controlled aggression.
What is that like doing the inside run drill? It seems like everybody kind of gets hyped for that, the coaches, players alike. Is that one of the more intense drills you guys do during practice?
I'm gonna say it's one of the most intense drills because offense we're gonna run the ball, and defense they know we're gonna run the ball. So it just comes down to who's gonna bow their neck the most.
How do you teach or maybe learn controlled aggression? I feel like that's easy to say but harder to do in practice.
Yeah, it's much easier to say than to do, but I don't know. I'll say a way that I'm able to do it is just keeping a level head and just resetting after one play. So if there's a good play, always reset, go back to neutral. If there's a bad play, reset, go back to neutral.
You look like you're in pretty good health. It seemed like last year every time we saw you it was crutches or a boot or something like that. How much better do you feel physically this year? And is that kind of a blessing to get through camp like this so far?
Yeah, I'm extremely excited and thankful that I'm very healthy now because last year, I don't know, it felt like a long time. It was dragged out a bit, so I'm just excited and blessed to be back.
How they managed you so far? It looked like they were very cautious with you in spring. Are they doing the same thing with you in Bayshore, just making sure your reps are limited to be fresh for the season?
Nah, it's more of a competition thing because we got guys still trying to get in spots, and we're all just competing, so we're just trying to make the most out of the reps that we get out there.
What is Bayshore like? He's a guy that's been around in college for a little bit. What does he bring to the room?
I'll say, well, first, he brings a lot of brotherhood. We all get along with him together, and it's just fun to hang out with him, talk to him, and everything like that. On the field, he's a very explosive guy. He has that factor of being able to make big plays and able to get first downs when you need them, so he's very dependable.
What is Jeremiah Coney like? I know he's a young guy who's kind of burst on the scene, and it seems like every time you catch a glimpse of him in practice, he's doing something impressive. What has been your impression of him?
I'll say Jeremiah, he's surprising us a lot because, he's a young guy, and our offense, I'll say it isn't easy to learn. There's a lot of hard things in it, so he surprised us, and now it's just a few things that he's just got to get better at. But when it's all put together and said, he's doing very well right now.
What's been your impression of the offensive line that you've been running behind? Have you seen them grow and improve over the last couple of weeks of fall camp?
Yeah, we've grown a lot because the protection calls are getting a lot better. We're communicating better with each other, so that's all I can say.
Have you seen a continuity with Bob Schick moving there to right guard with the four other guys and how they're meshing here in camp?
I'll say they're all getting along well, and like I touched on earlier, the communication and everything is just sounding very good, and it's getting back to us, so we know who to pick up, and they know who they're going to and everything like that.
Who's the hardest hitter on this defense?
Ooh. I don't know.
You haven't experienced a hard hit from one of them? Any that stand out in your mind during practice?
I'll say I haven't been really hit hard by any of them yet, but from the past, I'll say Shamari for sure, but now I haven't really given them an opportunity to hit me head up because I'm always trying to pick a shoulder.
Okay. Who looks like they're the hardest hitter? Anybody you have your eye on, you're like, maybe I don't want to take that guy on directly?
I'll say from the linebacker level, it'd definitely be in between Kelly and JK.
I was going to ask, I asked Jaden about APR and just what it's like from a defensive perspective, from somebody who might be in pass protection and you got to prepare for APR coming at you. What have you noticed and just what he's brought to the table on that defensive line?
I'll say he's brought a lot to the table on the D-line because, they're able to make different looks look very well with him, as in like a stand-up DN roaming around and everything like that. So I'll say it's hard, but he's going to be good for us, and I can't wait to watch him. It's exciting.